Rai Squad. Rai Squad, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing like a story time, okay? But right now I'm about to get ready because I gotta go do it in the car. But ew. Anyways, yeah. So when I get ready, I will get back to you guys. Cause look at this, I'm weird. I'm a weird person. So I'm back because like it's ugly right now, so don't remind me. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing a prank on my sister, my little sister. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing like a being mean prank to her. I'm mean to her all the time, so we're gonna see how this is, but we're gonna do it. Hold on. We're gonna do it double. So I'm gonna see you guys when I get to the car with her. I'm here with my sister.
Hi, I am Siren.
Okay, be quiet now. It's not a big deal. I know what this old lady thinks she's doing.
Did you just come up with oh?
Shut up.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
What she call herself then? She ain't getting in this car. In our video. What do you want?
Come on, get this going.
Back in the car with this old lady here.
I'm here too.
Hey.
You don't get enough for calling me an old lady.
So, the first fight is like with me. There's two fights and they're really short.
The first video again.
If you don't be quiet, we're really gonna fight, and I'm not playing with you.
You're not gonna do nothing.
Yes, I will. And if you keep talking to me like that little girl, it's not about to be a problem. So the first fight was me and this girl in elementary school. So first, it's like me and this girl. She a leader of our group. Like we just popular kids, and like you know how people be having groups and stuff, and they be doing all that stuff. People know not to respect them. So I'm in the group. I'm like the third leader because there was a second.
I'm not gonna be safe.
I am not playing with you. We'll be right. She's talking all that stuff, and she just sitting there, and we like obvious. Okay, so this is where we was. So she obviously we're leaders. So I'm like the third leader. There's another girl, and we gonna call her. So we're gonna call the girl I got into a fight with Rose, and we're gonna call the other one just Orange or whatever. So Orange was the second leader, and I'm like, okay, girl, she don't even be here most of the time, so why you put her as a second leader? But I'm like, okay, do whatever you want, because next thing you know, I'm gonna be a leader of my own group, in which I kind of am. But it's not like I'm mean to them. We have leaders. We're all leaders, and I'll make stuff. So like I'm like, yeah. But anyway, we gonna get into this fight and stuff, and before they even it happened in lunch. So before lunch even happened, we were not fine. We were like, she was like not talking to me and all that stuff, and just doing whatever she wanted to do and being around everybody else and not talking to me. So I'm like, I don't know what your problem is, but this is not right. So anyway. Like, we were perfectly good, you know, we were perfectly good, but when it started getting to lunch, I was like, girl, bye. I don't know who you think you doing that and who you think you talking to like that, because it certainly ain't me. So when we get in lunch, stop crunching so much. So when we get in lunch, we gonna go. I sit down at our table. Now I'm perfectly fine. But there's way too much girls there that they normally be like. They be pulling up chairs, and I'm like, girl, we be having conversations to talk about. So I'm like, why? I'm a nice person. So they obviously going to do all that stuff. I got my food, I set it down and all that stuff, and like, mind you, this is 5 days before my birthday. So yeah, I do all of that stuff and all that stuff. I sit down, and she's saying you need to get up and do all that stuff, but she gonna say if you don't get up, then I'm gonna come do whatever to you. But before she even said that, she's saying da you said this. Like, Rose, shut up. And then Orange is just sitting there listening. I'm like, okay. But there's more girls, okay?
Were they your friends?
You know I do not like you. So you know to be quiet when I'm doing my videos.
Then why'd you let me in it?
Because you was begging.
You still didn't have to let me in.
You're making me mad.
No, you're making me mad.
But anyways,
I just asked a simple question and you trying to clue me out or something?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, whatever.
So we perfectly fine. I go sit down, and that's what she was saying. I'm like, girl, you ain't about to do nothing. You way shorter than me. You way littler than me. So I don't know who you think you're talking to like that. And by the time, my cousin was right there. My cousin, she was literally sitting there doing nothing. So I'm like, by the way, my cousin was literally crying and not doing anything. I really don't know. I didn't really know why she was crying, but we asked her and then she didn't do anything. So it was like, you always gotta protect your family. So I was my best friend. She was wondering why she didn't help me. And we also asked her like a long time ago who would she have help, and she said she would help Rose, and we was all shocked. She also said she didn't want to get in trouble at home, but she knows that she wasn't going to get in trouble because she's protecting her family. So she said she should have helped. She don't know what was going basically through her head or whatever. Girl, please and all that stuff. And she gonna be like, if you don't get up, then I'm gonna come smack. I'm like, what you gonna do? She said, if you don't get up, I'm gonna come smack you. I said, okay, then come smack me then. She gonna get up, come smack me, but she didn't even smack me all the way. I grabbed her hand, she gonna not even smack me. Girl, please, bye. So then we started getting into a fight. But mind you, people was pulling her back. My cousin's sitting there crying for no reason. So we go to the office and all that stuff, and we get expelled. We don't get expelled. We get suspended for 5 days. And I told you that's 5 days before my birthday. So I'm like, okay. So I came back after my birthday. We had PE together. She gonna say, I'm sorry because I'm sorry, I didn't mean to or whatever. I'm like, okay, I accept your apology, because I'm like a type of person that I'm not gonna just stay beef with you all the time. But if you're trying to stay beef with me, just stay beef with me. Because if you mad and you have a problem with me, that's on you. I don't care. So whatever. She gonna say, because if you gonna give me a cake or a cupcake or whatever, because she said that because we were in a type of school that they would let us bring snacks for our birthdays and every single holiday that we was in school for.
Hold on.
So
am I supposed to be talking or something?
No, you're supposed to sit there and be quiet.
So I'm not supposed to be in the video?
No, you're not.
Fine, then I won't be.
Well, I don't know what her problem is, but she just left, so whatever. But anyway, she let all that stuff, and we brought snacks. But I'm like, I didn't bring nothing, because my teachers tell me if we bring one person something, if we bring everybody, most of the people something, we bring everybody something. So I'm like, if I'm not gonna give her nothing, so I ain't gonna bring anything. She gonna be like, yeah, I'm so sorry. But we haven't seen each other since 4th grade. She left, I left. I left in 5th grade. And yeah, so that's the first fight. Now let's get on with the second fight. What is this girl doing? So we're on with the next fight, and the next fight is an off and on fight, but we're not fighting physically, just fighting and all that stuff. We just arguing and was going to get in a fight. But this girl, we're gonna call her Blue. She light skin and all that stuff, and if she sees this video, she knows what I'm talking about. And then the other girl, she was really. My sister's back. Okay, so why are you back?
I didn't mean to say I was leaving. I meant to say I was going on a walk. And I didn't realize.
Anyway, we call the first girl Blue, and we're gonna call the next girl Pink or whatever. So Blue and stuff, all our names start with an S. Her mom and my mom was really friends, not good close friends, but they were friends. I could go to her house, she could come to my house, and all that stuff. And then the other girl, Pink, she's a little white girl, and she's just doing whatever. So if they see this video, they know who I'm talking about. But yeah, so we come to my house. They stay for 2 days, and then we go to Blue house and be quiet. But yeah, so they come to my house, and then we go to Blue House. Blue House, before we even go to our house, my mom and my dad is like, they let me go. I'm sick and tired of you doing all this.
I didn't think you were gonna actually steal them because the first time you did not.
But yeah, so we go to her house, and my mom and my dad let me go. So I'm like, what's the problem here? So when I go over there, we go to Family Dollar and we get some snacks and stuff. And when I'm over there, we go to the park and stuff, and then we come back. We go back to her house, and then we make these TikToks and other stuff. My TikTok is right here, by the way. And we go, and she's like, and my parents called me. They told me I have to come back home, and I'm like, why? They said you have to babysit for us real quick, and we're gonna go out and you have to babysit. So I'm like, please, I don't want to go. So they yell, and I have to come back. So when I go back, I'm like all that mad and stuff. So I go to my room and I clean up my room. My friends, Blue and Pink, they blowing my phone up. They doing all that. They calling, they FaceTiming, they doing all that. So I'm like, what do y'all want? And by the time I'm answering some of their texts, but like I'm ignoring the some of the texts too, and I'm ignoring all their calls, all FaceTime. I answer one, but then I automatically hang up after we get done talking. And like, are you mad at us? Because like I ain't do nothing. So Blue gonna be like, so okay, if you mad, you do all that. So then we have like these little computers for middle school in 6th grade, and we have little laptops. We do Zoom. We have Zoom, and we like have these little Zoom things that we be on. And like I know our little Zoom names, so I find her on a Zoom call. She's always on Zoom calls with people. Like she was so popular at the time. She always on Zoom calls. So I'm like, okay, So she gonna do all that, and we gonna find her on the group call. So she didn't know it was me because I didn't put my name down there. I changed my name, so she don't know. They kicked me off. So when I get on, I play a TikTok with her, and I said they were my besties, but no, they're not anymore. So I do all that, and like I changed it, and she said yeah, and something. So let me tell you this. I've been like sucking my thumb since I was a little girl, and like if you gonna come towards me down in the comments, I really do not care. It's really not even a big deal. I've been sucking my thumb since I was a little girl, and I'm 12 right now, and I don't really care what people say about it. Like if you got a problem with me, then come and. But yeah, she gonna do all that. So then she gonna be like, yeah, you suck with your thumb, you little baby person. I go down in the comment and I say it's whole and stuff. I'm cussing her out, and I'm saying if you got a problem with me, then we gonna have the problem. We gonna do a fight and all that stuff. So she gonna come, and I'm like, okay, girl, whatever. And then she gonna say. And they're gonna be like, you saw with this girl, like her friend and stuff, you saw with this girl coming in the comments and all that in the chat. And she's like, let me know, let me go check. So she go check, and I'm like, yeah. So they start arguing with me. So then I get off, and then like next day, I'm not even at my house, but she gonna have. The next day, I'm not even at my house. I'm at my house, but like I'm barely with people. So then my friend, in the middle of the night, my friend Pink, she's not my friend anymore, but Pink, she was being fake. She's saying sorry to me, and I'm saying I accept your apology, and she's being fake. She's being so fake because Blue. When Blue was around, she was saying that no, she did not say that. No, she did not say that. And then when in the middle of the night when she was sleeping, Pink was saying all that stuff. Like, girl, you just being fake. So I'm like, girl, you need to show her the text messages, because if you don't show her and all that stuff, so then I don't even have them because they are different. I mean, I didn't even have the thing to show. I don't even know why. I didn't take no screenshot and show them. I was just kind of dumb in the head, but I'm still them. And my dad's girlfriend's house, when I went there, they were like, yeah. So I'm like, y'all don't talk to my mom or whatever. And my mom wasn't even there. I pretended someone else was my mom because they was being so annoying and all that stuff. So I'm like, yeah. And they say, you so scared, you gotta cut your mom up into it. And I'm like, girl, I'm not scared. And this girl, so Blue she was having other people find me. People from high school, and we in 6th grade at the time. 9th grade, 10th graders, and 11th graders. They was about to jump me, but they never did. Blue, she knew where I live, and she was about to tell me where I live. I don't know if she did or not, but they never came. I said, y'all can go, but I'm not even there. So I'm like, what's the point of y'all going? So when she whatever, we get off the Zoom call, and I'm like, I'm done talking to you. Why do I need to talk to you? And I'm perfectly fine sitting here. Like, girl, you just mad because all that stuff. She's like, no, you just mad because you left my house. I'm like, girl, no, I'm not. So we just off and on during these fights. And then she just doing too much. So then once we go back to school. We go back to school and stuff, and
I think it's time for us to go.
So I'm like, yeah, whatever. We go back to school. She's still arguing with me, and like, everybody knows at the time because she's telling everybody and I'm telling everybody. And Pink, I don't know what was on her. She ain't bonding with us, nobody. But when she said it was fake, I'm like, you're just being fake. I don't know why you're doing this. She said, because I already lost one friend, I don't want to lose another. Girl, you didn't lose me. You just talking stuff. So then she was like, all that stuff, talking every day and all that, doing the extra stuff. So then after a while, we gonna go. She gonna bump my shoulder like, girl, please. She's shorter than me. This was where she is to me. I will pretty sure beat her up. But they were like, fight. People was all around her. She talking stuff. I'm like, okay, she talking stuff and all that stuff. And we go back on the Zoom. She gonna say, I don't want to fight, because nobody wants to. None of them, I guess, they wasn't about to come pull up on me or whatever. They wasn't about to fight me or whatever. So they said, I don't want to fight. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm not want to fight either. I really didn't care before, so that's what I told her. He said, well, I don't want to fight and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we don't fight. We don't really get back friends, but we're like not friends, but we still beefing and still being like not in touch with each other anymore. She kind of still annoying. Like, I wish Pink was really not that fake, and Blue, she doing too much either. And Rose, I saw her in Halloween on 2021. Now it's 2022. I saw them, and like, no hate on none of them, no hate, because they were low key really cool people. And I'm like, yeah, okay, but those scenes really made me mad.
Are we doing like another thing in the video that I'm probably included in?
No,
like,
we're gonna stay out of it. You wanted to be down here? You're gonna be down here.
I am down here, but why am I doing nothing?
But anyway, but yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Turn on post notification, comment down below what else I should do.
Don't do none of that.
Like it, and bye.
You wanna fight me?
I'm like, baby, how you doing?